Hello everyone, I'm Amod and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about another Playwright locator called getByPlaceholder. Let's understand what is placeholder first. So in HTML, a placeholder is an attribute which is used in a text box or text area to show some information about type of value it is expecting. Basically, you can show any information. For example, I have this simple HTML page where I have some text boxes, text area, and also text field where it is accepting a date. So if you inspect this name text box, you can see it has been created using input tag, type is text, and then we have another attribute called placeholder, which has a value, enter your full name. The same value you can see within my text box, which will disappear as soon as you start typing in this text box. So this is the use case of placeholder attribute. Similarly, we can use placeholder attribute with the text area also. In the text area, we can have multiple input lines. You can see the size of text box. If you inspect this text area, then you can see it has been created using text area tag, and here also we have one placeholder, write your message here, and the same text you can see within message text area. So if your element has a placeholder, then we can use playwright locator called getByPlaceholder. We just need to pass the placeholder value. I will show the example in some time, but before that I want to cover one important point. I have two text boxes which are accepting date values. For date of birth, if you inspect this date, then you can see it has been created using input tag, but type is date. And here we don't have any placeholder attribute, but still we can see some text here which will disappear as soon as you type something. So what I'm trying to say that I don't have any placeholder attribute for this input, then also we see the hint. This is coming because of this type attribute, which is date. So for this input element, we cannot use getByPlaceholder locator because we don't have any placeholder attribute here. But if you see the second date text box, here I am using type equal to text with attribute value for placeholder. So for this second text box, we can use getByPlaceholder locator. So in short, if your element has a placeholder value, then only you can use getByPlaceholder locator. But make sure you have unique value, otherwise you need to use some different locator strategy. Now quickly see the usage of getByPlaceholder locator method. So I have already created one simple test where it will load my desired HTML page. So we are going to enter name in the first text box. So let me copy the placeholder value and let's use getByPlaceholder locator. So use await, then page.getByPlaceholder, and just you need to pass the placeholder value. We can pass a string value or a regular expression. And by default, it will check that placeholder value should contain the text. And if you want the exact match, then you need to pass the option. So let me pass the exact placeholder value, and then I'm going to call fill method. Let me pass Amod. So I'm going to run this test. Click on run test button. So you can see it has entered Amod. Now, instead of passing the full value of placeholder, I'm going to remove first two words. And let's see what happens if you run it now. And you can see it has typed Amod again, because I mentioned previously that placeholder value should contain the provided string. If you want the exact match, then we need to pass the option. So to provide the option, put comma, pass the JSON object, and here we have one key called exact, which is false by default. So I'm going to pass true. So now with this option, it will match placeholder value exactly the same as provided one. So let me quickly run and see what happens now. So you can see it is waiting and it hasn't entered anything. And if you go to console, it gives timeout error after 15 seconds. Because I have configured 15 seconds, so it got timed out after 15 seconds. And in the log, you can see it is waiting for this locator and it did not find. We know the reason. Just to cover one more point, that whatever placeholder value you pass here, Playwright will ignore the case. That means it will be case insensitive. For example, let me duplicate this line and let me pass the exact placeholder value. Let me remove this option, and here instead of actual case I'm going to use lowercase e, and here let me use uppercase only. What do you think? What will happen in this case? Let me quickly run and show you. So you can see test is passed. That means the placeholder value is case insensitive here. What will happen if we use this exact option? So let me put it here and run the test again. So this time you can see it is waiting, and we know that after 15 seconds it will fail here because it is looking for the exact match which is not present. So it give you timeout exception. In the log you can see it waited for this element with the placeholder value given like this. We can also use any regular expression here. So let me show you simple usage of regular expression here. I'm going to duplicate this line here and let me get rid of this exact keyword. So here we can also use two slashes, and within this we can put the text like full name. So basically this is a regular expression and it will try to locate any placeholder where full name is present, and it will ignore whatever you have before this string or after this string. And also if you want to ignore the case, then you can pass lowercase I. Let me quickly run and see what happens. So you can see test is passed, and if you go to browser, it has entered the Amod. So that's all in this video. This is very simple locator, and you need to use it carefully if you have placeholder attribute in your element. So if you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.